Plots for sale at Dhargal, just 5 kilometers from Mopa Airport. Plot size from 230 to 300 square meters. Starting from just 15,000 rupees per square meter. Call now.
We had an amazing encounter last winter in Ladakh. We placed camera traps around the kill and waited. As we had hoped, they captured the resident female snow leopard, Gyamo, the queen of these mountains. And that was the last we saw of her.
I've been filming wildlife for the past 40 years and used films as a tool to push laws and policies in favor of some of the most endangered species of the planet. To truly understand the snow leopard and the challenges it faces today, it is imperative to understand the people who share its home. But today, we live on a broken planet.
It's going to be hard. The only way we can make this work is actually follow the ibex, follow the prey, and find the leopard. There, can you see all those bug marks? We have 4 camera traps, so one over there, behind that rock that's already set up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great.
The planet is going through a troubled time.
We humans are making the world suffering.
There are more than 5,000 dogs in Leh alone. This is alarming.
This is the bull trap I was talking to you about.
Snow leopards are still being hunted across their range. Some captured alive and hundreds others killed for their skins.
We still don't know how many snow leopards there are in Ladakh, which is a shame.
Finding Gyamo is the key. Even if there's a slim chance, we will have to take it.
You mentioned about the garbage thing. Did you mean it's cleaned up or covered up? Currently?
Well, right now, so this film, actually following this film, recently we did a VR film, if you guys have, which was an experiential, and we kind of went and stood in the middle of the garbage dump and kind of filmed and showed that to the tourism ministry in Ladakh. So most of our films are aimed at trying to, that's what films I think is helpful for. It changes something. So the tourism minister saw it and was shocked. And what it couldn't capture, the VR thing, is the stench that you get when you stand in the middle of that. It's unbearable. 4D experience karna padega. But after watching that, there have been some major policy change about that garbage dump in particular in Leh. And there's a lot of change in the way bottles are used in Leh. I've personally seen some shifts happening, but you know how it is everywhere. It's the same issue. And good point to note, on your invite you had that very particularly written down, please bring your bottles, and it was wonderful. All festivals need to do that.
Thank you. The ideas came from people here itself. Anybody has any questions to ask?
Snow leopards are still being hunted across their range. Some captured alive and hundreds others killed for their skins.
We still don't know how many snow leopards there are in Ladakh, which is a shame.
Finding Gyamo is the key. Even if there's a slim chance, we will have to take it.
A wonderful movie. It is similar questions are in Goa also. Many tourists come to Goa. They visit the beaches and the stray dogs run after them. After the children, the other day I went to Kalangut beach. Many stray dogs were there and the small children were playing in the water and the dogs were just running after them. This is a very, very sad place, sad thing for Goa. Because Goa is a beautiful place, tourist destination, and all the people are thinking, and they say the Ministry of Tourism talked about the Leh and Ladakh. It is also the tourism minister also say sorry for the people of Goa and the tourists also, because the things are happening in Goa. And many tourists visit, they don't know how many tourists come day, where they stay, what they are talking about, what they are visiting, which places they are visiting, and they don't know anything. They don't have any data about it. It's a very story of state of affairs.
Agreed, sir. We all need to educate ourselves and everyone around us. I think that's key to making a change.
Yes.
Can
And
I ask you a question?
okay.
I just want to... Hi, that was amazing. I remember writing on the Snow Leopard Conservant, the guys who worked over there when they started the whole net project as a journalist. I wanted to ask just two things. One thing, I remember, them talking about the fact that the whole snow leopard terrain is very large, right? We're talking about Afghanistan, a lot of other countries, and they kind of move very a lot, and many of them are conflict-ridden countries with very little diplomatic this. How is it possible to know what is the numbers of snow leopard within India, given the porous snow leopard borders, if not our borders, and is conservation possible in that regards? Is one of my questions.
Yeah, I'm not a scientist, so I can't answer that with full authority, but I can say that there is no way of, even what Savang said, that there is no way of knowing how many, you can only create samples. But I think we have to question, why do we even need to know the numbers? I mean, it's no longer about protecting this animal and that animal. It is crucial to protect habitats. We need to start speaking. That's why this film was also about the habitat. If we can look at habitats in its entirety and say this needs to be protected, whatever is in there, the tiniest insect, and the forest floor is so important as well, as much as the top predator. So we don't need to get into, I think, stuck in these ideas of numbers, with tiger conservation also we've got stuck with numbers. It's about protecting their habitats, their corridors, the linkages. That's where our focus needs to be, personally. It's only my opinion.
Madam, we are protecting the dogs. We are all responsible for that.
We are all responsible for everything.
Okay. Hello. म्हजें नांव लुईस आंतोनियो डिसूजा. हांव दिवाडेच्या गांवांतलो. म्हाका एकदम खोशी लागली फिल्म एनवायरमेंटल फिल्म फेस्टिवल पळोवपाक, कित्याक हितून खूब नॉलेज मेळटा आनी पळोवंक जाता की खूब एफर्ट सगळ्या आख्खे इंडियेक आनी आख्खे संवसाराक एफर्ट चल्ला आमचें प्लॅनेट सेव करपाक, आनी की आतां असलो टायम आयला की जोण एकल्यान आमी प्रत्येक मनशान कोहे भाशेन आमी आपल्या कडेन जाता तशें सांबाळपाक आमी जाता तितलो आमी ट्राय करूंक जाय.
I'm Doel Trivedi. I'm a filmmaker based in Goa. Make wildlife and environmental films. And I would like to congratulate everyone who's organized the first Environmental Film Festival of Goa. It's a great initiative. It's wonderful to see an amazing turnout on a Monday afternoon. That means people really care and feel the need to understand what's going on in the world and how climate change and the environment is impacted and what possibly they could do to make a difference. And platforms like this are incredibly important to give a space to films that are trying to make a difference.
लोगों के लिए मैसेज क्या है कि एनवायरनमेंट बचाने के लिए आगे?
It feels like we are way beyond the tipping point now, when most days even I film that as a filmmaker I feel there's no point of making a film or making a difference or what can I do, but I think now is a time more urgent than ever when we must not stop. We must feel positive, we must find a corner there where we can make a difference. Overall, if we can figure out a way to have the least impact on the planet, on our environment, on a daily basis, we can all figure that out, educate ourselves first and then educate everyone around us, that would be, I think, crucial in protecting our habitats, our environment for the future.